Hello and welcome to Rainy Day Crafting. Okay, well, tad excited because the bake-off starts off this week, doesn't it? So I thought, can't get away without doing a bake-off type themed card. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these stamps, the little gingerbread people. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, I'll do these first of all. I'll do it in stages because, you know, I haven't yet learned how to do stamping and things and fast forward and all that sort of thing, so I tend to do it in real time, but I tend to be a bit Blue Peterish on the pretext of one I done earlier all the time. So I'm sure you probably, if you're already sort of crafting, okay, great. If you're not a crafter, I really would encourage you to maybe take up this hobby. So this on the market, VersaFine Pigment Ink for Fine Details, I personally believe is the best one around. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, so what we're going to do, you could put it in a stamping block or one of those stamping platforms, sorry, or you can put it like this on a stamping block. Okay, so I'm going to do it quite quickly, and I'll just do a few because I'm going to do it in stages so you can see what I'm up to. Okay, so ink it up nicely, literally. There we go, nice and clear. And again, and I'm trying to do it quite quickly, and I'll explain why in a minute, because if you're quite quick, the stuff keeps wet for a little while. While I change that one over, these are quite cute little gingerbread men. Actually, I just want to say, or better talk at the same time, this clearly besotted company I've used a while. I've bought sort of bits and pieces for them, and you know, when sometimes you think, oh, they just go that extra mile, just they sort of make a point of on your invoice when you get it through the post, like this little extra thank you and things like that. And I personally think that goes a long way. So they will get my vote for, they sell obviously lots of different stamps and things. Right, this is also clear embossing powder. I think I've shown you, if you've watched some of the others, if not, look back. I buy the very extra fine, and it's called Wow. You can get it off Amazon. There's probably lots of places, probably Craft Stash and places like that. Anyway, so basically this is extra fine embossing powder. Like I say, if you print these out quite quickly, you'll find that it's still sort of wet enough to then hold this nicely. I tend to do it with the VersaFine purely because it gives it a lovely sort of shiny edge. Hang on, let's just get rid of some of this. It's not nearly there. Obviously, what I'm showing you, I could have just done a couple, I suppose, but there you go. I've just done these now, so I might as well give it a little bit of a shake. Let's put the lid on so we don't melt. Oh, I always, do you know what? I try and keep it in there, and it always spills some, doesn't it? And then, I don't know, I don't like the sort of stickiness feel of it. Right, I've now got my heat tool, which is a hot gun. So a little bit noisy for a second. What I should just do is show, if you haven't already seen me do this, look how this goes. It just have to heat up just a second, and it's like magic how it then, I'll just do a few and I can do the rest later actually. Okay, so I'm not going to do them all because I want to be that you'll keep coming backwards and forwards and keep watching my videos. Anyway, so I've just done a few, and can you, if I hold this up there, can you sort of see how the sheen of it, but it gives it a nice edge. So if you're colouring or anything, it's almost like you don't necessarily need to go over the edges. Now, what I just want to show, but just let that dry a minute or two. I've done these and then coloured them. These little girlies, I think I put yellow with literally a felt tip, and I think I did the boys blue. Okay, so I coloured those in. Then I used a finger dauber. Hang on, let me just have a little look. These are just, they're nothing special. They're just regular run-of-the-mill Crayola felt tip. So I just literally, I'll just try and do this so I can show you what I mean, how you can, want to muck up. Okay, so it's just literally this little girly. I'm just going to show you on one because, you know, anyone can colour, can't they? So that's that. And then with, what colour did I use? Rusty Hinge. Now, these distressed inks, oxide inks, they're sort of water reactive, but they are such lovely colours. I've actually got, I think, 48 of them. Basically, I've had them for Christmas presents because, you know, the kids know I'm sort of well into my craft these days. Anyway, I'm not sure if that's the right one, so let me just have a little... I would like to try it on something else to see what it's like, because I'm only going to show you on one here purely because oh, it's quite, can you see it's quite wet, this one. But if you then want to colour lightly, I could have done some more colours, but I'm just going to show you very briefly how just lightly go over her, and you have got yourself a nice little gingerbread girl. Okay, but again, can you sort of see, if you were just colouring or doing watercolouring, you know, if you haven't got these, use something else, use what you got, definitely. So there we have a little gingerbread woman. So let me just pop this back out of the way. Like I said, I'm doing it in stages purely because I want to be as quick as I can for you. So here's some I did earlier. All right, so then literally fussy cut them out. Not hard to do. If I show you on her, work with your scissors, whatever scissors you use, and then literally, nothing like saying I'm teaching you how to cut out, but if you then turn your item, that you'll find will work quite well. Anyway, like I say, I'm not going to sit and cut out every gingerbread person, am I? So if you hadn't got any stamps or any dies, I wanted to take you back to this. You know what I'll say, sometimes use what's around as well. Actually, Aldi, because they sponsor Bake Off, don't they? And if you look in here, look, you've actually got quite a few of the gingerbread people. So if you were to then stick this onto a bit of you know, old, you know, I always say things like, yeah, cornflake boxes or something, stick them on there, cut it out. You've already got some gingerbread men. So, you know, you could try this today. That's if you're an oldie shopper. Anyway, so I'll just finish cutting this out. And, well, no, I don't need to finish. Hang on 2 seconds. Finish cutting out. Sometimes when I've cut out like this, if you then use a black felt tip or something round the edge afterwards, or on the inside, that can sort of tidy up if you're not a person that likes cutting out much, do you know what I mean? But anyway, if you keep to the line, you're not too bad. And if you've done it with the distressed, the VersaFine ink, it works. So there we have a little person. So I'll move that to one side. Let me just get things out of the way so you can see. Can you see that's still a bit wet at the moment? So anyway, them I've got to finish off later, so I'll put them out of the way. Like I say, this company, this is what this one comes off as a little set, but I think they're a wonderful company, so I can't say that enough. So that's clearly Pesotted, so you just find them online. So now what I got, this is where I always worry, because if you've then been doing anything with colours, you can so end up mucking up your work. So hang on, let me just, for the sake of let's just use baby wipes, are always handy. And I'm a great believer in doing things in stages and letting it dry in between. Okay, I might be sort of rushing it a little bit to show you because I don't want to sort of keep you on here forever. But anyway, so there we have. And if I just show you, here's some I've done earlier. So we've got a few around anyway. I'll leave them to one side. Right, I've got a piece of card. Then what I've then done, because I'm going to be making a card, so as if it's got like, oh, can't get my words out today. We're basically making a bacon tray with gingerbread men on, and so there'll be, oh, I'm being silly, I can't think. Anyway, this is the backing. I did use these. I want to show you nestable stitch dies, and I used the big one for there, and then I cut the next size down for what would be my tray. But then I thought afterwards, if I'm showing you, because yes, it's great if you've got the tools. If you haven't, you can still do it. So I cut that down. Obviously, it's smaller than your card. Yeah, so that's at the ready. Just put that out of the way. And then here's some gold. It's probably ever so shiny in the lights. Gold card. You can use silver cards. You can use grey card, because this is basically going to be a baking tray. So the original one I did, which I shall show you in a minute, I used the stitched one. Now I thought, actually, you don't need to. So I have got here, this is a scoring board. Okay. Whoops, let me just, so what I'm going to do, should be, I'm just literally scoring just a little bit in. Let's turn it around, score again. Now, if you haven't got a scoring board, get yourself a ruler and a knitting needle even, you know what I mean? So you can just have it nice and straight onto something which will cause a groove. If you've got a scoring board, brilliant. But if you haven't, there's always ways round. There's more ways. What's it? Or more ways to kill a cat or something, is it? Anyway, right. So can you see that is scored all the way round? Let's just get that out the way again. So it's probably really shiny in the lights. So it's scored on the way round, and then what I'm going to do is just literally cut just into where those little bits are at the edge, and then we're going to literally all the way round where it's scored. Try and do it, score it practically the same amount all the way around. Now, so this will give you the edge to your baking tray. Yeah, so basically go all the way around, and then with a bit of glue, where we took that bit off, you can stick that round so it'll hold it together. So you know what I'm going to say, one I did earlier. So here is one I did earlier. This was with the stitched, but that doesn't matter. And I've done this earlier, stuck them down, and then I think these little card pegs, you know, when you put your Christmas cards up. So there we have. Okay, so this is then going to be our bacon tray, which I think I'm going to put it on there. You know, I'm not one for, I like things quite straight most of the time, but I just think what I want to do here, that'll make it look quite novel. So I keep a load of these, all these sort of things by your desk. You can use paper clips if not, but that will sort of be, again, make sure you let things dry in between. So now what we can do, we've then got, I don't know how much that's shining, we've got all our little gingerbread people. Okay, so with some this 3D foam tape, as far as I know, that will fit in there quite nicely. Literally pop on the back, preferably so you can't see it the other side, just because you don't want it to show through. But these will then on the tray sort of pop up, yeah, just, and so on and so forth. You could get away with half, because I don't want them to show that you can see the pad. So let's just try one here with half the amount on the back, nicely in the middle. We've got a little muck boy again there. I'll try and do this as quick as I can, because I just think you'll see this sort of finished effect then. I just thought this was a lovely, well, I just wanted to do something bake-off themed, and I thought, oh, a bacon tray, quite easy to make, isn't it? So let's keep going. Where are we? I shall probably put some more on here, because I've got a load there, but I now have to fussy cut them out, and that all takes time, and I don't want to sort of spoil it for yourselves. you sit and watch me do this forever. But you get the gist, what it's about. And like I say, if you haven't got any stamps, you could use the magazine even, or it's quite a basic shape. You could draw it out, couldn't you? And then put it on some cardboard or something, so it's got a bit of sort of oomph behind it. So, okay, and if I just do one more, I was planning to put the whole lot on, but like I say, I don't want to keep you forever. Let's do it like that. So that's going on there. That's going to go on the card. Okay. And what I would then do, that's stuck on there quite nicely. I would put some double-sided tape on there just so it will sit on the card. Usually use my sticky scissors. Yeah, of course I do. Sorry, this video possibly is taking longer, but I have got my new camera, my GoPro that somebody recommended for doing this. I need to take it out of the box and get on with it. So, like I said, I'm putting that slightly on the side. Let's just push this down. Right. Now, let's just move them out the way, put it out of the way. This now, I've already put it together. So we have a mixer with a bowl. I did cut out. You know how I said I'm always using bits and pieces? Bought a new clock the other day, just one regular clock. And the colour of the card, I thought, oh, I can use that for something. And that is the bowl, look, and the spoon. So always hang on to your bits and pieces, because yes, you can go out and buy all the brand new card, which I've got loads. It's not the case I'm short, but it's about using some stuff that's around too. Now, I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm hoping that's going to sit there with a couple of these pads. On there. And this set here actually is a Sizzix set. I keep all my dies on the magnetic sheets, and I sort of stand them up like that, and then I've got, say, like cooking, so I know, you know, because you can look forever looking for things. So that's how I organise myself. So this is going to be, I don't know if it's now too much in the bottom, but let me just put that on the edge there. So again, that will sort of stand quite proud. That was just a piece of card paper I coloured with actually this colour, evergreen. So I thought, oh, that's like a sort of machine colour. I'm going to put that there, which I'm hoping will just, might have to put another one under there, just so it's sort of in the picture. And then the bowl's got to go in there too, which I just put another one of these underneath there. I hate it when you get all sticky fingers, and I'm starting to. Oops, that's made that just a little bit. Right, that's there. I might actually just put that on. So, and I was going to put the sentiment on there, but I think actually maybe a couple more. I'll put a couple more of them on there in a minute or two, but you don't need to sort of see that. But put a sentiment. I was going to put on "Made with Love," maybe on there, or maybe I'd put a heart on there. Anyway, because I don't want to keep you on here forever, so quite an easy card. Not too bad for going in the envelope. And in tradition of, because it's the bake-off very soon, this is my take on making a card. So anybody who's, my daughter, for example, I mean, I love the bake-off. My daughter says, oh, you know, the autumn nights coming in is all about the bake-off. So anyone who loves their cooking, I'm sure would quite appreciate this sort of card. So all the very best. If you've enjoyed watching me, please like, maybe make a comment, because give me a comment on, what I can do better maybe. And see you next time. Thank you very much. Cheers.